Yo, check 1 2. What's up, guys? I am struggling over here. Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. Shout out, round of applause from the live studio audience for Hard Huddle. What's up, dude? If it ain't sats, it's crap. Let's go. Let's go. If it ain't sats, it's crap. That's amazing. That's amazing. Also, Satwise Janks, what up, dude? Good to see you in here. Hope all is well. Satwise in the house. There it is. Round of applause from the live studio audience. I did my fishing show last night, and I forgot to change the sounds for this. Back to the sounds for this show. So, like right before I got on, I was like, "Wait, how come my lights look different colors?" I was like, "Oh no, I forgot to load the right audio files." So we're good now. It's loading through. I got my rim shot back. Got my Trump. Is this? No, that's a theme song for the. Yeah, the theme song for the segments are in. Everything is working. Okay. We're in. Welcome to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. Today we're gonna focus on Bitcoin is your wealth armor, right? Bitcoin protects your wealth from inflation, and if you're not wearing it, if you're not owning it, it's not going to protect you from inflation, right? Just like any other piece of armor. So if you want to protect yourself from debasement, from getting robbed via the process we call inflation, saving Bitcoin. Simple as that. Not financial advice, all that usual stuff, but think about it. Ultimately, you decide if you buy or sell or whatever, but you should go study Bitcoin, study what it does, how it works, and we're going to give you some examples of what it can do for you here on the show. Okay, all right, let's take it away with the first segment of the day. Now that my soundboard is loaded up, there we go. The Bitcoin Strength. Brought to you by by me. Brought to you by me and the people over at Time Chain Stats, a good site to go check out. Good information. TimeChainStats.com. It looks like Bitcoin is at a low of $92,212.39. I saw it. You can buy 1,084 Satoshis for a single $1 today. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is the smallest fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like $1 is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin all at once. You can buy it in little chunks, little increments. I'd recommend using your Strike address if you want reliable donations, unless you get a Phoenix wallet and use the new Bolt 12 reusable Lightning addresses, but also private. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch it to. I think the reason that I hadn't switched it over to, I'll explain that in a second. Satwise, Jenks in the house. Okay, so let's say you're walking down the street, minding your own business. You find a penny, you pick it up, and all the day you could have 10 Satoshis for that penny. 10 Satoshis. All right. That is the Bitcoin Strength. So, I mean, the price of Bitcoin is back here anyway. So 92,060 is the price right now. It's doing its thing. Let's talk about the donation address. The donation address right here. It's kind of it's a weird address. I know it's weird, but it receives Lightning. I do have a Strike address, like my regular Strike address, but sometimes I stack a little too close to payday. Sometimes I overshoot the line. I'm a habitual line stepper. Sometimes I habitually step over the line and stack a little too hard, stack a little too close to the limit. Stack it to the limit. Sometimes I stack too hard to the limit, Satwise, and when I do that, and Strike puts me on a timeout for stacking too hard, those donations won't go through while I'm in that timeout, which is dumb. But while I'm in that timeout, those Lightning donations won't go through. So my original thought was just to change it to my Lightning address, because I love you. Sorry, not Lightning address. My Lightning address on Strike. Let's see, which is, I think it's just Roman or something like that. See, I remember I got him pretty early, so I got a pretty good address. It's just Roman Castro at strike.me, right? That's my stacking address for Lightning. Here it is. Right? Roman Castro at strike.me. Here it is, a QR code. Bam. Right now it'll work because right now it'll work because I'm in good standing. But when I stack too close to the sun and I'm not in good standing, those donations won't go through. That's why I still use this one. But either of them will work. None of them will trigger anything on the screen. Unfortunately, that feature got removed, which totally sucks. But I'll see it come through, and I will show it to the screen, and I will shout you out and all that good stuff. Okay, so don't feel obligated like you guys have to donate. Don't donate it. Don't donate if you're under 1 Bitcoin. Don't out yourself either. But if you're not even at 1 Bitcoin yet, you have no business donating to this show or any other show, right? I'm just gonna be an old man dad about it right here, guys. If you're not at 1 Bitcoin right now, you have no business going on vacations, going to Bitcoin seminars to talk to people about how into Bitcoin you are when you don't even have 1 Bitcoin yet. Okay, you need to get to 1 Bitcoin any which way you can before you do all those things. Okay, and maybe even after that. I don't know if it's a good use of your time, unless you're actually looking to get employed in Bitcoin and meet somebody in the industry that's going to give you a job in Bitcoin to earn Bitcoin. That makes sense. But if you're not, if you're just going to a Bitcoin conference to have fun with other Bitcoiners, and you're not even at 1 Bitcoin, dude, your priorities ain't right, dude. Okay. I used to have 6 BTC and now fighting for 0.1. Oh my gosh, Dari. That's the story though, dude. That's crazy. Well, I appreciate you sharing that story. I know you shared that story here before, and it hurts every time you say it. It hurts. All right, let's keep the show rolling though. Yeah, don't donate the money. Don't donate anything unless you have enough Bitcoin for yourself first, guys. This show is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes, right? But it's a better use of your time in the form of money to save it and get yourself to 1 Bitcoin. Okay, cool. One time I stacked so hard I lost 2 inches of my waistline. Let's go. Let's go. Hard hodl, you need to put that into like a workout program, right? Put that into a workout program, and you can buy more Bitcoin with the proceeds of that workout program, right? That's so awesome. I pay for Bitcoin anywhere. Oh, that makes sense. That wise. That makes sense. Just paying in Bitcoin for Bitcoin Day in Naples, Florida. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. That's a good approach. Satwise, I mean, you're at a different level though. Yeah, you're at a different level right now. But yeah, I get it. Spend and replace, right? Spend and replace. That's good. Very cool. All right. Oh, if you put a Lightning address in the chat, Derry, make sure you put a space between the @ symbol and the last part. So, for example, if your Lightning address is like mine right here, like mine right here, it says Roman Stacks at zbd.gg. Do Roman Stacks space @ symbol space URL space .com or .whatever. Because if you don't do it in that format, the YouTube chat engine will remove it before I even get a chance to approve it. It'll just delete it. It won't even show it to the screen. So if you already typed it, anyway, just note to self if you're gonna send Santwise your Lightning address. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's get into let's get into why we stack, right? I mean, it's the next segment we have queued up. Why we stack. Oh shoot. Here we go. Oh man, let's talk about this lightning stuff then. Okay, we're gonna do a real quick why we stack elevator pitch, and then we're gonna take the time to help Dari get set up with a lightning address. Okay, here we go. Why do we save in Bitcoin? Why should you be saving in Bitcoin? Why should you consider saving in Bitcoin? Why should you do the research? Because saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold the Bitcoin that represents those hours. Okay, that's it. That's the gist of our Why We Stack segment. Now, let's take this opportunity to help somebody that's actually in need and getting into Bitcoin. Dari. Is it Dari or Dari? I'm gonna go with Dari. So Dari, it sounds like daddy. Dari doesn't have a lightning address. First, let's talk about what a lightning address is, what lightning is. Okay. just responded with yes, Dari. It's the same thing. It's still DH Dari or just no. Yeah, I guess it's just Dari. Okay, so lightning is a way for us to spend Bitcoin on a different layer. It's still Bitcoin, but it's just encapsulated in a second layer of technology that doesn't cost as much to do an on-chain transaction on the layer 1 Bitcoin blockchain. Okay. I'm not going to go through exactly how it works in this episode because we have one where we already did it, and maybe we could do that tomorrow. I'll have a diagram and stuff. But today, for now, let's just talk about why we would need one. Okay. And so a Lightning wallet is not the same as a Bitcoin wallet. It's two different things. Okay. You can have a Lightning wallet. You can have a Bitcoin wallet that also supports Lightning, which gets a little confusing, right? So if you're just starting out and you're new and you just started stacking Bitcoin and you're trying to figure out how Lightning works, trying to give somebody your Lightning address, and you're doing it, for example, on an app like Strike. On an app like Strike, you do have a Lightning address that's associated with you're stacking a ledger. Okay, which wallet are you using? Let's focus on the lightning portion of that question first, and then we'll talk about wallets. Okay. So on your Lightning on your Strike app, you're able to receive Bitcoin on the Bitcoin network through an on-chain transaction or on the Lightning network. So when you go receive, it's gonna make a wallet. You're gonna say you want a Lightning invoice, and you say for how much you want that person to send you, right? So you put the amount, specify the amount, right? That's one way you can receive a Lightning payment. Another way you can receive a Lightning payment, even if you are in France. No, we talked about that, didn't we? Last couple episodes, we checked, and Strike is available in France. Let me double check. Was that you? I thought it was you. Let me see. France. Yeah, we did check. I vaguely remember. Oh, okay. Interesting. The logo looks like let's bring it up here. Let's see. Strike. Yeah, we did check this the other day. I remember now. Countries, the Strike is available. Where is it? Maybe it's not available. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't think it is. What up, McLovin in the house? What up, dude? Good to see you in here. You snuck in. I thought it was available. It might have been like a. Let's see. Let me search for it. Here. Yeah, you're right. It's not listed on the actual thing, but Oh, that's interesting. When we searched for it last time, it was showing. Oh yes, you found it. Good, perfect. Okay, now that you have that Strike app, let me turn the music back on. Now you have that Strike app downloaded. We'll get it downloaded. You're gonna have to verify a bunch of stuff, but eventually, in the app, you'll be able to go to your profile right here, the little guy, the little logo for the person, and it's gonna show you your Lightning address, or it's gonna let you choose one for your profile, right? And this address, in my case, it's robincastro@strike.me, is a Lightning address that anybody can send you Bitcoin via the Lightning address, right? So it's pretty cool. And once that Bitcoin is in your wallet, that's in the Strike app or on the exchange, basically, it'll merge with the Bitcoin that you're buying through the app. And then when you're ready to move the Bitcoin off of the Strike app and take it into your own custody, that's when we start talking about the actual hardware wallets. Or I would recommend a hardware wallet. That's where we move on to the next step. Okay, so this is how you get the Bitcoin. You buy it off the exchange from Strike, or you do services for somebody that's going to pay you in Bitcoin, and then you give them your Lightning address, and they send you the Lightning payment, which is actual Bitcoin. They're going to pay you Sats, right? And then with those Sats, you can take them. You can leave some Sats on your phone. Like I have $300 worth of Bitcoin on my phone right now, or on my Strike account right now. So because I haven't sent it to cold storage yet, right? These are the buys we've been doing for the show. And then once you get to this point, you can figure out your solution for your hardware solution, right? If you're gonna do a single, like a wallet for your self custody. Fees for sending it to cold storage, they're amazing. I'll show you. I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna send mine. Hopefully I don't show my address. Let me see. So you see all that Bitcoin in there? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna hit send. I'm gonna send it to a Bitcoin address. Oh, it's gonna ask me to scan for a Bitcoin address. My bad. Anyway, long story short, on Strike, what I've noticed is if you're not in a hurry to get it sent immediately, you can wait. Like if you're willing to wait about 24 hours, and it usually happens before that, you can set it to just go out for free. So it doesn't cost you anything to get it. It doesn't cost you a fee on the Bitcoin network to get it sent to yourself. It does cost Strike a fee, but I think what they do is they wait to the end of the day, or they have one or twice a day where they send out a big chunk. And if you don't need it in a hurry, they'll queue it up, and they'll wait for like after hours where it's like low fees or whatever, or whenever it's the best fees, to the point where their cost to do so allows them to let you do it for free, which is really cool. But if you just bought something and you're in a hurry to get it into your own wallet, then you're paying for like the speed, you're paying for priority, right? Fees for sending. Okay, got it. Thanks. They have nodes, I guess. I'm not sure if they have their own nodes or not. They probably do. And when they hit a block, they just don't charge themselves fees or something, right? I don't know exactly how that works. But that is what you would do, and that'll get you on the ecosystem, which is cool. That'll get you on the ecosystem. Now you can, if you have a little bit of what I do is you link your bank account to Strike, and now whenever you buy from your phone, like I do here on the show all the time, I buy and it goes and pulls from my bank account, and as long as I have money in my bank account, it's fine. You know, it buys the Bitcoin instantly. I can't. Oh no shit! Did you? That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. Let me see this. Did you zap me on Strike or on the other one? Let's see. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, I got it. Chee! There it is. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna block the reference code, but there it is. Bam. Satwise just zap me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 210 satoshis. Or I could just, I guess I could just make it. I can make it show in satoshis. My bad. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Instead of doing the calculation myself, there it is. He sent me 210 satoshis. Bam! Thank you, SatWise. I appreciate every single sat. This sat will go into the spreadsheet because these are the donations for the spreadsheet. Transaction time on Bitcoin Core takes about an average. Yes, very good point. SatWise, very good point. The reason why you would use Lightning instead of the core network is because one it's cheaper. That you don't have to pay the fees. Like SatWise didn't have to pay any extra fees, maybe 1 or 2 sats to send that Lightning payment to me. 210 sats, right? If you were to try to send 210 sats, it would be cost prohibitive. Like it would cost you more in layer 1 fees and Bitcoin fees to send that 210 sats. It's probably better just not to send it, right? So it makes it usable. And since the Bitcoin network takes is putting out a block every 10 minutes, it's a little bit slow relative to the day-to-day transactions you would do like in a business, or like if you met somebody and you're going to pay them immediately, like with cash. You want to pay them and have final resolution before they walk away. Like if you're going to sell them something, or they're going to buy something from you, right? You want that payment, you want that final settlement, and you can be off. Just like with cash, when you give somebody $20, they walk away with $20, and you don't have to do anything else to verify that $20. It's just $20 is $20, right? But this is in a digital form, and you don't have to wait 10 minutes for that $20 to clear. It's going to clear right away because it's on the Lightning network. So that's the additional layer of features and usability and functionality that Lightning gives the Bitcoin network. But Lightning itself, it's not its own currency. It's not its own coin. Okay, it is only a mechanism for using Bitcoin itself. Okay, so you're still getting actual Bitcoin. That's why your Lightning account, that's why your Strike account has both, and it only shows one type of coin, which is Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah. Only 2 sats is nothing for now. It's gonna be 1 sat per block of reward in 2136, I think. 2136. That's true. Good point, Derry. All right. Where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah, we're gonna add this. We're gonna add this right here because it's important. And I want to make sure that we highlight this. Look at 1925. Our first donation of 2025 coming in. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with what Bitcoin. I don't even know what the Bitcoin price is on Strike right now. Let me see. Let's see. It is, I'm just going to do the price that's on there now. 92,156.04. And we got 678 Satoshis. 210 Satoshis. Let's go. And so it's about 19 cents. Whew. I remember when 1,000 sats was like 30 cents, dude. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Because when we first started the show, I used to give away 1,000 satoshis to new subscribers, giving away like 30 cents worth of value. Now it's crazy. Okay, I don't know what the price. We'll just say 19 cents to make it easy. And that way we can track it going forward. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right, let's jump into this. Go back for a minute. Still Bitcoin over Lightning and Liquid. Haven't played with Liquid yet, SatWise. Sounds interesting. Roman, do you really think we might see the price drop to 80K or less at some point before it really takes off? there's this thing called what it's called, the CME gap, Satwise, right? I'm not a chart guy, but I know enough to be harmful. I know enough about technical analysis to be a danger to myself and those around me. Ask me how I know. But the CME gap is like the. Let me look up a better exact definition I'm not telling lies. What is the CME gap? The CME gap for Bitcoin refers to a price discrepancy that occurs on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Bitcoin futures chart between the closing price of one trading day and the opening price of the next trading day. Okay, what's the CME gap? I recommend formatting column E so that the numbers show 8 decimals points. It reads, let's see, column E. Oh, you're right. I missed that. Good call. Get this way out of the way, and then we go here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Yeah, good call. It looks a lot cleaner too. 77K, then 500K. Here we come. Yeah. So see, that's that gap. It's like it's a remnants of just all of the manipulation that the market makers are doing. Eventually, they have to come back down and hit all those people that they had waiting for the price to either go up or go down. Liquidate them if they can, like get to their stop losses, whether it's stop losses on their shorts or stop losses on their longs. And they basically, people that are kind of hoping, that are taking a guess, right? Like say the price of Bitcoin is here, and you take a guess that it's going to go up, that it's going to go long, but you see that the last time it went down like this far. So you come in here, you want it to go long, but in case it doesn't, in case it goes against you, you start to lose money, you put your stop loss like over here, where you don't expect the price to come down below the price that already was at before, depending on whatever chart you're on, right? And so what they'll do is the market makers will take that price once you commit to going long, and they see that you put a stop loss down here. They'll go ahead and drop the price on you to hit your stop loss and liquidate you. Basically, that stop loss is you saying that I'm going to sell the Bitcoin that I already bought at this price if it gets to this price. So they get to that price, they sell you off, and now you're at a loss. They realize your loss, and when they do that, they sold you Bitcoin at a higher price, and they bought Bitcoin back from you at a cheaper price. So you lost, they gained, right? And that's how they manipulate like the regular investors, like the retail investors, right? So doing that over and over again, it creates these different gaps within the chart where there's potential money for them to go back and still get, but they're waiting for people to like they're waiting for people basically to capitulate, to get tired of waiting for their gains to come, whether they're shorting or longing it. And it happens at all the different time intervals. So it'll happen on the minute chart, it'll happen on the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, on the monthly chart. So there's always all of these manipulations happening at the same time, and they're being done with algorithms and a bunch of stuff, and they have computer systems that can see the level of commitment in all these different areas of the chart, and they can actually take the price and move it up and down wherever it's going to be most profitable for them. If more people think it's going to go long, they'll short it, and they'll get all those people's money. And if most people think it's going to go short, they'll long it, right? So it's a big game. But in order to get all that stuff out of the market before it goes up to like outer space, they got to go down a certain amount, liquidate all those people, so that they basically sell off their Bitcoin that they think is going to zero. So now the market maker has a Bitcoin again, and then they're gonna pump the price up to infinity or to whatever the next high point is gonna be. Get those people like to think, oh man, I missed it. I want to go buy some now because now for sure it's gonna go up. So now they're gonna go buy back in after they bought in at 100. They brought them down to 92,000, and now they're gonna drive it back up to, let's say, I don't know, like 100 or 110 or 108, whatever the next thing is to get you to pay attention. They drive it up, they get you to commit again at the top, and then and then they bring it back down. And that's what they get. That's what they get you. They get you both on the ups and the downs if you're shorting it. So, yes, this is a hazard. This is a hazard of trading. Yep. This is a hazard of trading. So they got to do so all this stuff has to happen. That's where like it's you can't say it's predictable, but it's highly likely that it's going to continue to do this pattern, right? Eventually, yeah, it does go up. That's why Bitcoin is always so seemingly so volatile, right? There's all these people trying to make money off of it. Okay, and the example I just gave you would be an example if somebody's just trading spot, like you and I just buy. If we buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, and it goes up $100, we gain the appropriate level, right? We're not even talking about leverage. There's people that'll buy like 10 times leverage, 3 times leverage, 100 times leverage, right? That means your $1 of investment, if Bitcoin goes up enough, is going to give you 100 times gains, right? But it also works against you. If you put a dollar of investment, it goes down like a 1 cent, and you're 100x, then a 1 cent drop, a 1 cent negative move liquidates your whole dollar, right? So that's why people that are trading with leverage can't have a really big stop loss. It's got to be close to the thing, because if it moves down like even a couple of dollars or a couple $100 and you're 10x leverage, or 100x leverage, you're gonna get you get liquidated so fast, your money just disappears, and the market maker gets all that money, right? Because you're basically you're playing with fire. You're literally playing with fire. So the CME gap has to do with that. Jack Mallers' grandfather founded the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I personally believe as the stock market crashes due to recession, that's what's going to enable to close that gap. Got it. Then we rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Boom. But in either case, stat-wise, in your opinion, is it worth trying to time that? I don't. Yeah, exactly. Never use leverage, you'll get wrecked. Like for me, like that saying of like timing Bitcoin is better than timing Bitcoin is like, it doesn't hold true more than this. Like it's perfect, because like right now, I'm about to come into some money, right? And I'm having the same thoughts. McLevin. Should I just wait for it to hit to 80? Should I wait for it to get to like even 85, 88? In the 80s. It's at 90. It hit 91, right? Do I get greedy for let's see how much from where it's at right now, from the lowest of today, from $91,143 down to like $80,000. It's a 12% drop, right? But what's the percentage gain from 92,000 to infinity, right? Like, just buy it, dude. Just buy it whatever price. And anyway, that's what I personally, that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna whenever I get this cash infusion that's coming in on that day, I'm not even gonna try to time it, dude. I'm just gonna smash buy. I'm talking about my personal stack now. I'm just gonna smash buy it at whatever price it's at the time, because in the end, we can look at it as, what is it, $0.0009 million or $0.001 million Bitcoin, right? If you think Bitcoin's going to $1 million, then we shouldn't be sweating it going from 95, 92 to 80. That's like a freaking drop in the bucket, right? It's a drop in the bucket, and that drop in the bucket is going to cost you the whole bucket, right? Waiting for that drop in the bucket, it costs you the whole bucket. I personally have dry powder here. When I sold some, buy back in. All it has to do is touch the top of the gap to close it. So if it hits 80,000, I'm buying. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Satwise, I'm not comfortable explaining where to even look to see the CME gap. I just don't. I don't want to promote the idea of trying to time your entry. DCA every day, baby. DCA. Just stick with your DCA. If you come up on some loot, and you want to smash buy, but you want to get a little bit more for your smash buy, I don't know, dude. So it's I'm honestly, guys, I'm too dumb, dude. I'm too dumb to time the market. I've already gone through my I'm gonna trade altcoins, or I'm gonna trade stocks, or I'm gonna trade Bitcoin to get more Bitcoin. Ha ha ha! I'm so smart. No, I'm too dumb. I can't beat the algorithms. I don't know. It's like whenever I think it's gonna do something, it does the opposite half the time. Yes, I don't want to lead you onto the ice, McLovin. Exactly. Shoot, dude. What up, Garrett? Round of applause for the live studio audience for Garrett. Just over here stacking, dude. Talking smack. Stacking sats. Stocking smack. Okay, let's get into... did we do the stack recap yet? Let's do the stack recap real quick, guys. Stack recap. Because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it. And so far, for the year of 2025, red alert, we are broke. Bitcoin's going to zero. We are poor. We lost 5% of our purchasing power. We put in $200, and the price of our holdings, the value of our holdings, when priced in dollars, is down to $190. But when priced in Bitcoin, 205,126 satoshis equals 126 satoshis. So, in terms of Bitcoin, we have lost nothing. In terms of dollars, we've lost some value there, right? All right. Today, the price of Bitcoin is at 92,000. It's below our average buy price for sure. And holy smokes, it's below our all-time lowest purchase of the show. So today, on the Stack Bitcoin show, we're gonna do another what? Another $80 buy today. Damn, we're going in hot, boys. We're going in. Get it while it's on sale. Get it what you can. Get it while you can. This is how stackopaths are made. This is how millionaires are made. The top end of the gap is at the price of Bitcoin when market opens on Monday. In this case, 80,000. So the gap is between 77K and 80K. Thanks for relaying that info, Satwise. McLovin, proceed at your own risk. Good luck to all of you guys. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna cue the buy up. I can't believe we're already at 2 hours and 40 minutes. What the hell just happened? Was I stuck in a time warp just talking? All right, let's go to yeah. Now that we know how much Bitcoin we're gonna buy, there's only one thing left to do, boys. It's time to stack some of that Bitcoin. Let's go. All right, we're gonna buy $80 worth of Bitcoin today, like a stackopath. Damn, son. Okay. On the Strike app, available in France, United States, and in most countries all over the world. We're gonna stack $80 for the Stack Bitcoin show today on a Thursday, January 9th. I'm gonna hit next. It's gonna give me that sweet price of 92,000. Cutting the music, hitting the drum roll, hitting confirm. Oops. Now hitting confirm. And there it is. We're about to buy $80 worth of Bitcoin right now on the Stack Bitcoin show. Wowzers. We have ignition. Whoa, what happened here? This is a channel. There it is. And just like that, We've accumulated an additional, 85,496 Satoshis. It's been a good day today, guys. $92,741.18. $80. $0.0008546 Bitcoin. Dang, some juicy buys today. Cheap sats, the cheapest they've been all year. Right? The cheapest sats you're gonna get all year. Hard Huddle says, McLovin, you can maximize your stack by focusing on staying healthy enough to be able to keep adding. Dang. That's a good point. It's a really good point. Okay. We are, I mean, look, Satwise has been in this game, I think, the longest out of everybody in the chat that I can remember. Okay. So he's more familiar with it. He's probably seen and recognizes more of the patterns than we can, right? So you might have a good point, right? And I'm half tempted to wait for the close of the SME gap, right? But for the purposes of this show, trying to get to 1 Bitcoin, we're just gonna continue to DCA, okay? Because that's the most foolproof way with the least amount of effort on your part. You don't have to monitor the charts or even know what the CME gap to stack daily or to stack on your DCA schedule, right? Now, once you get to a certain point, or if you want to take the time, invest the time to learn how to do that, then yeah, it's up to you, right? The way we stack here on the show is not the only way to stack. This is just one option. So there you go, March 2013, dude. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, right? Satwise has been on the Bitcoin standard long before all of us, so that's good. Anyway, it's okay to celebrate and take profits. By the way, I'm currently drinking and playing pinball at the bar, dude. Hell yeah, that's the whole point, right? The whole point is to get your time back. The whole point is to be able to do what you want with your time, right? So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Hard Huddle, for taking some time to do something that's for you, right? So you got to do it. All right. I absolutely believe in the mission of your show. It's incredibly important, Roman. I just explained it to my father. Yeah, he doesn't. He was surprised how hard it is for most people to acquire one. Yeah. It's wild, right? And I appreciate that. It is, honestly, I don't think I'll ever be able to DCA into a whole Bitcoin just by DCAing on this show, like for the show, like when I'm talking, I'm they'll be able to. I'm not talking about me personally. I'm talking about the show itself. I consider the show its own entity, right? The Bitcoin, the Stack Bitcoin Show stack, the Stack Bitcoin Show bag, right? At the rate at which the bag is growing, through even our regular $20 a day investment, it'll take us a really long time to get to 1 Bitcoin, and we probably won't get to 1 Bitcoin before it gets to a price where it's just impossible to get to 1 coin, right? Like we're racing against the clock, right? So, but I do have a shred of hope for this channel because, I do have a shred of hope for this channel to get to 1 Bitcoin via the ways that hopefully once we get to the point where this channel can get either monetized or we put out a product, or I start helping people set up their hardware wallets, right, and charging them in Bitcoin, that will go towards the bag of this show, and that will show people out there that maybe there's still a possibility, there's still hope of getting to 1 Bitcoin. But then we obsess over the 1 Bitcoin thing, right? And like Hard Huddle was saying before, we obsess over the 1 Bitcoin, but it's unit bias, right? It doesn't really matter. 1 Bitcoin is just 100 million sats, right? What's the difference between 100 million sats and 100 million and 1 sat? It's still just unit bias, right? So it's a fun goal to reach towards, but again, it's just a name for an amount of satoshis. It's just a name for amount of fractions of Bitcoin. What up, J-Dub in the house? Round of applause from the live studio audience for J-Dub. Welcome. Hope all is well. I was thinking that we never use the rim shot sound right here, right? We never use this rim shot sound. Either I need to learn how to I need to tell more jokes, or something else has got to change. I need to tell more jokes, or maybe the rim shot gets replaced by something. What would you replace a rim shot sound, this one, with? Yeah, I'm good. Just smoke. Oh, yeah. I gotta tell more jokes, or I can replace the rim shot sound with this sound right here. Let me know what you guys think of the sound. Get to love. There it is. Let's go. Well, I need to change how it plays. Give me a second. Replay. That's too much. Let's go. We got air horn. Why was a blonde? Oh, jeez. All right. Okay. We bought Bitcoin. We updated the spreadsheet with today's buy. I'm just going to put it into the cumulative side real quick. Wait, right here. Put it for the whole lifespan. Why was the blonde staring at the carton of orange juice? Oh, OJ. OC, no. OJ, no. Oh, nice. Nice. It said concentrate. All right, there it is. And the final total for today, on a Thursday, wow, that's a long show today, is 3.231927 Bitcoin. Let's get this show wrapped up. I don't know what happened. Did I start late, or did I just get into the zone where I was talking and I didn't realize how fast the time was traveling? I was in a time warp, guys. I was in a time warp. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Shout out to Hard Huddle, Muck Lovin', J Dub, Sat Wise, Janks in the house, Garrett, and Dari. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Later, guys.